Vance was on The View with those cackling hyenas that have the IQ, a collective IQ of a flip flop, that really don't know what they're talking about. It's hard to keep composure when you've got morons in your face acting like they're smarter than you. I mean, because you just want to grab them and go, "Shut up! You shut up!" But he handled himself very well.
Help me find the words to explain to my children what they're witnessing right now.
Well, first of all, it's been well covered that I was a critic of Donald Trump back in 2015 and 2016. Now, obviously, I'm sitting here as the Vice President of the United States.
What happened?
Well, Joy, a little humility, actually. I think that when you make predictions and those predictions turn out to be false, you got to ask yourself, well, what made me wrong about that? What did I not understand or not appreciate? For example, I said that Donald Trump's economic policies would not lead to wage growth. They did in the first term.
Black history getting erased from public spaces. Black voter districts are being dismantled. Black leaders are being sidelined from our ranks. Where do Americans of color fit in this vision? Because it doesn't seem like we fit.
I think, Sonny, my view,
And if I may, since October of last year, there's been something like 6,668 refugees allowed into the country. All but 3 were white South Africans.
So, first of all, I'm very skeptical of that number because we have a lot of different immigration pathways in the United States of America. First of all, you asked the question, and maybe you don't believe this coming from me, but I think everybody is welcome in our political coalition. Frankly, even if you didn't vote for us, everybody is welcome in our country so long as you're an American citizen with the duties and the legal obligations and rights to be here. But what you're saying is we got to do more on the economy.
And Black history has been erased from public spaces.
Black history is not erased from public. I'm telling you, we celebrate Black history. We celebrate all American history in this administration.
So President Trump has called affordability a hoax. He said that, not me.
All right, I can't listen to them anymore. And before we go around the room, I'm going to say this again. I'm tired of hearing about racism. Everything is racist. If it's something they don't like, it's racist. Even if they don't have facts to back up the claim, it's racist. I'm sick of it. I'm at this point, I don't care. I don't. Just stop talking about it. Nobody cares. And the only reason we have so much racism in the country is because of idiots like that perpetuate it with no fact, no honesty behind what they're saying. They know they're going to get likes. They know they're going to get views if they use the word racism. So that's why they do it. That late, what's her name? Sunny? Was that her name? Sunny something?
Yeah.
The cup of coffee I just finished is more interesting than she is. I don't know.
Her family owned slaves, by the way.
Oh, no, they didn't.
I'm sick of racism. I'm sick of hearing about it. Black History Month was celebrated. It was recognized. Juneteenth is still on the calendar. Kwanzaa is still on the calendar. So it's not being erased. I'm just sick of hearing about how everything's racist. I feel like they ganged up on JD here. They had the crowd clapping in the backs for when they made some of their stupid points. Like you said, they have the IQ of a flip flop.
They do.
I couldn't even listen to that. I turned the volume down on my computer because I didn't want to listen to them. So I just don't understand where they're coming from. I really don't. It's because I feel like they just want attention. It's the appeal to pity fallacy. They want you to feel bad for them, and that's how they get their attention. That's how they get their votes, because people don't research, so they just fall for that because they feel bad.
Let's bring up the next slide.
So there's this thing that they do where they start to talk like they're going to cry. Like, this is so heavy. And if I say it like this, you're going to feel sorry for me and believe what I'm saying, even though I'm saying things that are vapid and empty, like Black history has been erased. She didn't give one example. Even when he asked in another part of the video that you didn't show, be specific. They don't say in this museum, this display was taken down. They don't acknowledge that as part of Donald Trump's 250th birthday celebration, he's trying to put up 250 statues in a commemorative park along the Potomac River, which includes American heroes, many of whom are Black, Indian, Hispanic. He's trying to erect statues of Black people.